And then last quick announcement, if we could just have everybody, if you haven't already, if you just would mute your microphone, you can keep video on or off. We have a good stable internet connection here. So thanks for joining us. I'm going to turn it over to Ari, who's going to be leading the workout for this morning. So Ari, take it away.
All right, great. Thanks everyone for joining us. It looks like a really great turnout this week. My computer's really far away, so I can't see anybody super well. But if you have any questions at any point, don't hesitate. You can talk, or you can type them in the chat and Dr. Unruh can try and answer them. For this morning, we'll start with a warm-up. So let's get moving and let's just walk a little bit in place just to get the blood flowing. It's not super early in the morning, but I haven't done a whole lot yet, just some computer work. I don't know about you guys. And I do have a guest that might be joining us this morning. I have a cat. I don't know if you can see her, but I can't control her very much, so she'll just probably wander around while we're working out this morning. And you can get the arms moving too, you know, really get the arms pumping. We'll do this maybe for the first minute just to get some blood flowing, nice and easy. You can walk around if you have the space and you don't want to walk in place. All right, now that we've got some blood flowing a little bit, let's get some stretching in. So we'll start with the legs and we'll kind of work up. So if you put one foot out in front of you and point your toes up towards the sky, you can reach down towards your toes and you should feel a stretch in your calf, so the back of your lower leg, and maybe up into your hamstring if your hamstrings are kind of tight this morning. I know mine usually are, so. And if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can just reach further down your foot towards the floor. If you can't make it that far, you can also stop and hold on right near your knee. You're still gonna get a stretch out of it. Just try not to push down on your knee. All right, we'll go ahead and switch legs. So if you were doing your right, do your left. And if you were stretching your left leg, go ahead and switch to your right. Again, if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, just keep reaching towards the floor. I know that after the first 10 seconds or so, I kind of have to adjust because my leg gets used to it. All right, go ahead and slowly work your way back to standing up. And we'll go ahead and stretch our inner legs. So if you put your feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart, nice and wide, and you go for a lunge to one side, you should feel that stretch right on the inside of your other leg. And your hands don't have to do too much for this one, but you can place one on your knee if you'd like. You can help hold yourself up there. Good, go ahead and switch sides. And perfect, we can stand back up. Maybe shake your legs out a little bit. And I'm gonna steal one of my new favorite stretches from Jamie Phillips, he's around. But he was a big fan of the trunk twists. So let's put our hands on our hips and you can take your time and just try and keep your hips facing forward and rotate your shoulders to one side or the other. So you can start to one side. We won't hold these for super long, but we'll do a couple of them instead. And go ahead and switch sides. Again, trying to keep your hips pointed forward. And back to the other side. And we'll do one more on each side. So go ahead and twist back. And the last one, go ahead and rotate. Great job. So we will be doing a little bit of arm stuff later in the workout as well. So that's kind of our last major body part to stretch. Let's start with our arm across our body. You can grab it with your other arm and give it just a gentle pull. Awesome. Go ahead and shake it out and we'll switch to the other arm. All right, now let's put our hands together in front of us. You can lace your fingers together and flip them outwards and push away from your body. You should stretch your fingers a little bit, maybe your forearms or into your shoulders, really, wherever your arms are tight, you'll feel it. Great job. And we can bring this up and reach towards the sky. And relax. Awesome job. Go ahead and grab a sip of water if you'd like one after our warm up. Before we get into our first set is going to be the most aerobically intense set of the day, but I like to do my workouts that way, get the heart rate up a little bit and then get some more strengthening in. So it's all just preference, but just to give you guys a preview of what's ahead. All right. From what I can see, it looks like we're ready. So we're going to start with a jog in place. This is a little bit faster than your walk. You are also welcome to jog in circles if you have the space for that. Awesome job. About halfway there. All right, great. Our next exercise in this set is going to be a squat. So you can go ahead and start working on those. Don't squat super deep, maybe like a halfway squat, however deep you can. And yeah, good pace, everyone. For our next set through, we'll add a jump with the squat, but we're not going to do that right now. Remember, try not to let your knees go too far over your toes. Your arms you can push out in front of your body if you'd like, if that helps you balance. All right, next we're going to do some lunges. So you can lunge either forwards or backwards. But once again, we're going to try and keep the pace. So take that step forward and bring your feet back together. All right, we're almost done with our lunges. 5 more seconds. All right, and our last exercise in this set is gonna be a side shuffle. So if you have, depending on how much space you have, you might be able to do, I don't know, 1 to 4 of these. But we're just gonna get low, so kind of like maybe a quarter squat, and you're just gonna shuffle your feet back and forth. Great job. 15 more seconds here. And try and stay low. Try not to stand too upright. All right, perfect. Go ahead and take a rest, grab a sip of water. Catch your breath. And in 10 more seconds, we'll go through those 4 exercises again. So just a reminder, that was a jog at the start, squats, lunges, and then our low side shuffle. All right, looks like we're pretty ready. So let's get going. Go ahead and start with your jog. And this is totally paced by what you want to get out of today. So you can slow things down if you need to. We'll go through this set one more time after this, so don't go all out just yet. We're doing great so far. I know I'm working up a little bit of a sweat already. But like I said, that's kind of how I like to start. So we'll slow things down after this set. All right, we're done with our jogging, and let's transition into our squats. This time, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can add a jump. So when you push up, you're not going and trying to jump super high, but just to give a little bit of explosiveness to our squats. Awesome job. 10 more seconds. And perfect. Check it out a little bit and we'll get into our lunges. And these will be the same, no jumping this time. All right, let's get going. Awesome job, everyone. We'll do 10 more seconds. And then after this, we have our low side shuffles. All right, take a breather for 2 seconds. Then we'll go ahead and get started with our side shuffles. Remember, we're gonna do these nice and low. And let's go. And 5 more seconds. So maybe one more pass. And go ahead and rest. We'll take 30 seconds or so here. Grab a drink of water, catch your breath. We will have once more through that set, and then we'll move on and slow things down a little bit. All right, 10 more seconds for the break. All right, let's go ahead and slowly ramp up into your jog. I don't know about all of you, but I got really into running this fall with our weather that we had. Normally I'm a big skier, but that came kind of late this year. So I found a new passion in running, but I've kind of given it up since it's gotten really slippery. So I don't know, maybe some of you have tricks for running when it's pretty icy out. I'd love to hear them. All right, 10 more seconds of jog, and then we'll go into our squats. All right, perfect. And you can do it with or without the jump. I see lots of you still jumping. I love the challenge. Ten more seconds here. All right, and we'll move into our lunges. So let's get going with that. Take a rest if you need to. You don't have to go straight through, but you can if you want the challenge. Awesome job, everyone. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake out those legs. All we have left is our low side shuffles. So when you're ready, go ahead. Awesome, this is our last part of this set. And 5 more seconds. All right, great job, everyone. Shake it out. Catch your breath. We'll do a little bit longer break this time. And for our next set, we will be working on some exercises that are on the floor. So I should have mentioned this ahead of time. If you have a mat or anything you would like to lay out, you have time to go and grab that. And we'll adjust this camera a little bit so that you can hopefully see the floor a little better. All right, great job with that first set, everyone. It looks like most people are back, but we might still be missing someone, so we'll give it a couple more seconds since I forgot to tell you all that you might need mats. And go ahead and work your way onto the floor. Give everyone maybe 10 more seconds. But just as a preview, we'll be starting with some flutter kicks. So that'll be laying on your back with your feet kicking up and down. After that, we'll move into a bridge with a walkout. So you'll do your bridge and you'll walk your feet away from you and then back to you, and then you can take a break, or you can not take a break and you can stay in the bridge and keep walking it in and out. And then we'll wrap up this set with some side planks. So that's kind of a preview of what's to come. It looks like everybody's back at this point. So we'll go ahead and we'll lay on our back. And we'll start our flutter kicks. If you guys need a reminder, so that'll be flat on your back. You can put your hands down at your sides or tucked under your butt a little bit. And then you're just gonna hold your feet in the air and do little kicks. So if you guys want to join me, we'll go ahead and we'll do these for another 20 seconds or so. And 3, 2, and 1. Great job. So now we'll move into our bridge with the walkouts. So go ahead and you'll tuck your feet back up near your body. The bridge is when you pick up your pelvis from the floor. And then the walkout part of this is going to be walking your feet away from you and then back. And do it in little steps. I know you could probably do it in one. And go ahead and join me. And we'll aim for 10 of these. If you need a break, you can always reset your bridge before each one. And we'll do one more for good measure. Awesome job. All right. From here, we'll move into our side planks. So I'll start on the right so that you guys can see me a little better. And you can either do a full side plank where you're up on your feet, like so. Or if you can't do that one, you can always do your knees and just tuck your feet back behind you. Either way, you'll still be challenging the same set of muscles. So everybody up, and we'll hold this for 20 seconds. Focus on your breathing. Great job, 5 more seconds. And go ahead and rest and flip over to your other side. And once you're there, go ahead and go up. And we'll hold this for 10 more seconds. And perfect. All right, we're gonna go back to the beginning of our set. So that was the flutter kicks. So go ahead and get back on your back, whichever way you happen to be facing. I think I spun around. And we'll start those in 2, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, everyone. Five more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Great job with the flutter kicks. We'll go back into our bridge. So tuck your heels back up near you. And ready? We'll go ahead and get started. And walk those heels out and back in. So this is not only challenging your abs since you're trying to hold your body up, but you should also feel it in your hamstrings a little bit as you walk in and out. Like I said, you can always take a break in between if you need. And we'll do one more. All right, and go ahead and rest. We can get into our side planks. So you can start with whichever side you're on. I think I flipped around again. And we'll give everyone another 2 or 3 seconds to get in position. And 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and get up into your side plank. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Go ahead and flip around. I should have grabbed my mat. I'm slipping all over the place. All right. And we'll go up in 3, 2, and 1. Again, remember you can always do the modified one, so you can be on your knees if you'd like. If your feet are slipping, it's a little bit easier to do it on your knees. And 5 more seconds here. And rest. And go ahead and take a little bit longer rest this time. If you'd like to get a drink of water, go ahead. Awesome job. We are more than halfway through our workout today. We have one more set on the floor, and then we'll get back up and we'll do some arms, and then that'll be it, except for our cool down at the very end. So once you're ready, go ahead and get back onto your back, and we'll start again with our flutter kicks. And we'll start in 5, 2, 1, and go. Great job, everyone. Remember to focus on your breathing more than anything right now. And 5, 4, 3, and done. Excuse me. All right, go ahead and tuck your heels up next to your body. And we'll go ahead and get started with our bridge. So go ahead and lift that pelvis up and then walk the feet out. Again, these are little steps, not big steps. Try not to go so far that your butt touches the floor. That's kind of like laying down. And we'll do one more. Awesome job. All right, we just have our side planks left. So go ahead and turn over to your side. And we'll go up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lift. And we'll try and go just 5 seconds longer here since it's our last set. So we're going to try and hold it for 25 seconds instead of 20. Awesome job, everyone. That's 20 seconds, so just 5 more. And rest. Great job. And go ahead and flip to the other side. And in 3, 2, 1, go up. Great job. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Great job. That'll be it on the floor today. So if you want to move your mat out of the way if you went and grabbed one. Our last thing we have to do is arms. So go ahead and stand up. Grab a drink of water. And let me adjust my camera. You guys don't need to see my feet anymore, so we'll go a little further up this time. All right. So we're gonna try and do all of these arm exercises. We won't do them for a super long amount of time, but if you want an added challenge, try not to put your arms down throughout our set. You will get a rest at the end of the set before we move into the next one. All right. Everyone should be familiar with these exercises, but I'll give you a quick run through. So we're gonna start with arm circles. So our arms will be out at the side and we'll just draw little circles with our arms. After that, we'll move into arm flutters. So kind of like we did with our legs, our arms will be out at the side and we're just gonna pulse up and down. After that, we'll do what we call arm chops. So that's gonna be in front of your body and you'll chop kind of like you're, I don't know if you were kneading something, although kneading is not quite like this. Karate chopping in front of you. And then we'll do arm scissors off in front. So that'll be on top and bottom. All right. Does anyone have any questions about any of those before we get started? All right, we'll get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're starting with arm circles. So arms out at the side, just little circles, kind of like you're drawing a bagel. 5 more seconds here, and we'll move into our arm flutters. So remember, try not to let your arms drop. All right, go ahead. Little pulses up and down, kind of like you're flying. You're flapping your wings like a bird. Five more seconds here, and we'll move into our arm chops. So arms in front of us, and we're chopping up and down. Great job. We don't have to chop super fast. 5 more seconds of these and we'll move into the scissors. So 3, 2, 1, and in front. Now we're chopping side to side. I see someone added weights. They were looking for a little bit more of a workout. You can always add weights to these. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we're just gonna hold our arms out at the side for the last 20 seconds. Just still. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. You can go ahead and let your arms drop. I hope that felt good and like a little bit of challenge. I know my shoulders were pretty tired by the end. And we'll take a couple more seconds here, grab some water if you need. If you didn't feel like you got enough of a challenge, you can add weights. But I would think by the end of our next set, you might feel differently about the weights. Who knows though, maybe your arms are stronger than mine. All right, we'll get back into our arm circles in 5 more seconds. Sorry, that was misleading. All right, 2, 1, and let's get started. So we'll start with our arm circles. I went forward last time, so now I'm going backwards. Doesn't really matter which direction you go, but you're welcome to mix it up. Two, 1, and we'll get into our flutters. And my flutters aren't super big, they're pretty little. So maybe 6 inches total at the end would be the line I'm drawing if I had a marker attached to my fingers. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now arms in front, and we go into our chops. Awesome job, everyone. 5 more seconds here, and then we have our scissors. And go ahead and switch. Great job. 10 more seconds of scissors, and then we have our 20-second hold. This time, let's hold our arms out in front. So 3, 2, 1, and hold. Ten more seconds here. 5, 2, 1, and rest. Go ahead and let your arms drop. You can shake them out, get them ready for our last set here. And then after this, we just have a short cool down and we'll be done for the day. So this is our last set of work. Grab some water if you need. Grab some weights if you're still not feeling enough of a burn in your shoulders. And in 5 more seconds, we'll get started with our arm circles. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. I am going forwards again, but like I said, you can mix up your direction. Maybe you didn't go backwards last time and you want to go backwards this time. All right, 5 more seconds of arm circles. And go ahead and switch to flutters. So just little flaps. I'm really feeling it in the shoulders this time. I don't know about you guys. 10 more seconds here. 5, 3, 2, 1, and out in front. And we'll go into our chops. Great job, everyone. I really hope you've enjoyed today's workout so far. I know it's not quite over yet, but in 5 seconds, we will switch to our scissors. So 3, 2, 1, and switch. Great job. 5 more seconds here. And then we go into our hold. All right, we'll hold out at the side. Just 20 seconds left. Everyone's done an awesome job today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and let your arms fall. Shake them out. Awesome job. Whew. I know mine were really feeling that last set. All right, and for our cool down, let's get a little bit more walking in so you can shake out your arms still and just walk around a little bit. We just stood still for that, pretty much that whole last one. So get a little bit more movement in. All right, we can move back into some of our stretches from earlier. So we'll start with that down low with our legs. So go ahead and we'll start with our calf stretch. So one leg out in front of the other, toes pointed up. Let me change this because it's looking way too high. Toes pointed up and just reach down. Should feel a nice stretch through the whole back of your leg. All right, go ahead and switch legs. Thanks everyone for coming out today. A reminder, our next workout is tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Friday, so I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Elmer, but I believe there's some yoga going on at 8 a.m. And then we do also
9 a.m. tomorrow, yoga with Corey.
9 a.m. Sorry, I got the time wrong. All right, good job. We'll put our legs apart again and do the little lunge to the side to stretch the inner leg out. Yeah, so 9 a.m. yoga with Corey tomorrow. Maybe you'll see her cat too, or cats, plural. I know they like yoga just as much, if not more than her. Go ahead and switch sides. And then we do also still have our Saturday morning workout as well. And then we added a Monday evening workout to the schedule now too. So now you can get up and moving almost every day of the week. 6 out of 7. All right, great job. Let's do some more trunk twists. So hands on your hips and just twist your shoulders to one side. Hips still facing forward. So you're really twisting through your back. Go ahead and switch sides. And rotate back. And twist. We'll go to each side one more time. And twist back. And twist back to the other side one last time. All right, and we will do our quick arm stretches. So shake the arms out, and then you can bring one across the body. You can pull at the shoulder or at the wrist with your other arm, wherever is more comfortable. There's my cat. All right, go ahead and shake it out and switch sides. And we'll lock our fingers together and push them out in front of us. Stretch out those fingers and those forearms. We use those a lot these days. And once again, go ahead and bring these up. Stretch up to the sky. All right, and shake it out. That's it for today. Thanks again, everyone, for coming out, and I hope you enjoyed today's workout. We'll see you again later.
Thank you, Ari. Thank you, Dr. Elmer.